Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicholas Pythagoras, and on this channel, we seek to answer the question, how do human values manifest themselves in the external world? So today we're going to talk about the subject matter regarding walls, or enclosures, or surroundings in general. And I think this is a very interesting point to talk about because I'm going to come up with the proposal that walls are about keeping things inside rather than keeping things out. As in, walls are meant to maintain what is inside rather than keeping things out. And the reason I think this is because what is a wall? A wall divides us. A wall separates two things. And particularly when we're bringing up the subject matter of enclosures or surroundings, it's the by definition, by its understanding, if something is being surrounded, that means that there is something within that is like being surrounded. You know, you're not saying that like it's coming, the value is coming from inside. Something is being surrounded, and the thing that is being surrounded is within. So the value statement, the valuative statement, comes from within. And I'll proceed to list a few examples as to where we see this. And this can go as far and wide. So the first obvious example is picture a treasure chest. You know, a treasure chest has treasure inside. Now, yes, it does keep something out, but what is a treasure chest? It's to keep the treasure inside. And it also begs the question, what is so important or so special? What is so mysterious that it needs protecting? What is so special that is on the inside that it needs to be surrounded, that it needs to be concealed? That it needs to be enclosed in something. And so that is the idea of enclosures, a treasure chest. Another example is when you think of a birthday present or when you think of a Christmas gift. You know, some people just hand the gift out, but the tradition is that you wrap it in something. You put it in a bag. You know, the part of the mystery is, you know, taking it out, like unwrapping it, like what's inside. You know, you don't just like hand, well, again, some people do, but you don't just hand a present flat out. Part of the fun, part of the enjoyment is figuring out the mystery, is figuring out what's inside. So we conceal things. We conceal things that are mysterious. And there's other examples as well. For example, clothing, back in two types. So the traditional one is clothing, as in we're not going to walk around naked. You know, when we are, let's say we're taking a shower or something, and someone, walks in on us, we're going to conceal ourselves. We're going to put our hands on top of our on certain parts because we understand that there is some importance, there is some significance to our body, and we're not going to walk around naked. We're going to put clothes on because we want to conceal ourselves. We want to conceal the mystery because there is something important underneath that. The second type example is when you look at the Middle East and you think of the Islamic women who wear like a hijab over their heads. They conceal their heads. They don't want their hair to be seen. And, you know, in the past, Christian women in the Middle East used to do this. And also like many other women, I'm thinking of, let's say, like Slavic women who used to wear super like long sleeve clothes in order to conceal themselves, to not show skin, because, you know, women were and I mean, they still are, but in that view, their interpretation of women back then were that they were treasures, they were prizes, they were, their bodies could not be, a simple man could not lay his eyes upon a woman unless it would be her husband, only her husband, or let's say like, her father or parents or someone of importance, you know, that there was natural humility, there was modesty, again, concealing something of importance. And you can find this in other types of media, let's say. If you think of anime, such as Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon, what happens? There's always a mystery. Well, first of all, let's start off with Dragon Ball, that there's 7 Dragon Balls, and that these Dragon Balls contain a hidden magical dragon. that the magic is contained in Dragon Balls. It's concealed, it's hidden, it's in something. Or you could see the genie in a lamp, that the magic is contained, it's confined in a lamp. And obviously the Pokeball, there's a huge monster that gets, whether it's digital or whether it's some magic, that they get trapped in a small Pokeball that can fit in the palm of your hand. This huge monster can fit in the palm of your hand in a Pokeball. There's something that's contained. Another example, and a very obvious example, would be there's the phrase, the magic happens in the bedroom. We all know what that means, or at least, I'm assuming that most people do that are of age. But the magic happens in the bedroom. Why? Because there's a door to conceal the magic. You don't want everyone seeing that. That there's something of importance happening in that room. So these are just some examples as to the importance of not just necessarily walls, but something that is being concealed, something that is being surrounded. And one last example I want to give before I close this video out is, think of the princess in a castle, and they're being surrounded by a dragon. The dragon doesn't attack the princess because the princess is part of the castle. The dragon is part of the castle. The dragon doesn't attack the princess. They attack the intruders outside of the castle in order to protect the princess. So this is just an example of how walls or enclosures or surroundings are meant to keep things in. The princess is trapped in the castle, waiting for someone to free her, to release her. Same thing with the genie in a bottle. Same thing with a Pokeball. They're waiting to be released, or a treasure chest, or a mysterious gift that you receive for your birthday. They're waiting to be freed. They're waiting to be released. Walls are meant to keep things inside, not the other way around. Thank you. Again, I'm Nicholas Pythagoras. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, where we talk about existential philosophy, phenomenology, and human consciousness. Again, where we seek to answer the question, how does the truth and how do human values manifest themselves in the external world? Thank you, and I'll see you guys in the next video.